Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found.
I have no idea. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I don't know. My husband's over there listening as well. Yeah, he's giving me a thumbs up. It's weird. My beautiful microphone right here, it's like dead. I can't seem to, we couldn't seem to get it to work no matter what we did. So, needless to say, I have been spending, I don't know what, the last 40 minutes trying to get the the speaker to work, my microphone. I'm a little rattled and I didn't get much ready. Hello, Rhonda. It was so great to see you there just before closing time. I'm glad that you were able to join us. And as you can see, Rhonda has already put the word tarot, T-A-R-O-H. And if you're wondering again how to spell that, just read the little streaming banner on the bottom of the screen right there. And it'll show you in big letters, T-A-R-O-H. Type that in and you could have an opportunity to have a card pulled for you, a little card, mini card reading. Hello, Jocelyn. Welcome, welcome. And Dave's in the house. All right, so we'll get this figured out, get this microphone working, but at least you guys can hear me. Hi, Corey. Sorry I wasn't able to answer your last bits there. I needed to focus on the show, so I apologize and I'll get back to you. Holy, I was sluggish today and I was sluggish yesterday. I like overall I feel okay, but I keep getting this word serenity. I keep feeling like serenity, 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 just calm. So I'm feeling like that's what I need, is some quiet and some calm. It's been a really hectic time, right? Trying to wrap up my retail store. And I'm really craving some serenity. Hi, B. You can hear me. Okay, good. I apologize if the sound isn't too great. It's just working right off my Mac Pro now. So it's not going to be my fancy, my microphone that I love, my blue. So we'll get that figured out. I'm not sure how, but we'll find out what the heck is going on. Oh, Dave he's got cue cards. He just flashed a big cue card and it said comments. Okay, let's get this. Show the comments on the stage, and we like the big and the wide. There we go. Everybody's on now. So good evening, as B says. Good evening to everybody. Welcome to another Wednesday night with Claudette. That's me. I'm so happy you could join me. And I also want to acknowledge everyone that ends up listening later on during the week. I appreciate all of the support, and there are many of you that end up watching the show later in the week because we can see those numbers bumping up during the week for viewership. And so thank you so much. If you haven't already, I'd love for you to go to our YouTube channel and make sure to like and subscribe. When you push that little thumbs up, that helps me. And to subscribe to the show as well is very helpful. And I know when I'm listening to shows, like I love Dave Scott, our paranormal guy with Paranormal Radio, when I Spaced Out Radio, when I go to listen to him, I always make sure I can just X out of the conversation where everybody types, and I can click on the thumbs up, and then I can just go right back in and open up my comments section again. So if you won't lose me if you get out and you just give a thumbs up. And yeah, I just feel like we're now kind of sitting in this place where it's basically 1,000 views per show. So yay, give ourselves a pat on the back. We're getting the word out and people are liking it. And you know what? That's exactly it. I keep hearing wonderful feedback from our listeners, which it's just inspiring and encouraging for me to know you are looking forward to the show. You love it. And it's doing what it's meant to be doing, which is to uplift you and to give you just a nice feeling of having a fun time for just a little bit during the week. I remember so much how I would look forward to my shows that with paranormal, what was that, with Charlene. I just would love it so much when it would be time and everybody knew in the house, oh, Mom's got her headphones on, and I'd be typing furiously on the keyboard and having conversations with people from all over the world. So having said that, I would love to see from where people are listening to the show. If you're listening from somewhere far away from Canada, that would be super cool. We'd love to see in the comments where you are from. You know what? As a matter of fact, I think I have something over here that I can put on it, and it says, tell us where you're listening from. Let's see if that interferes with, there, we've removed the banner for just a little bit with tarot, but now it's saying, if you're watching live, tell us where you're watching from. I would love to hear from our listeners from all over. It's very exciting for the locals in Canada. Did you happen to see my moose video? Are there some of you maybe that didn't see what happened at my shop? Like, it was amazing. I honestly had this moment, like I felt like I was Harry Potter in the middle of the forest having my moment with the stag, and he's coming to greet me. I was just crazy. I really want to share that with you guys, so bear with me. I'm going to go to my Facebook here. Like I said, with our technical difficulties, I really didn't have a chance to prepare for the show. But I'm just going to see if I can find this video with the moose, because I feel, oh, there it is. Okay, so we're going to share the screen, and then you get to see this, and then you'll see what we experienced. Here, I go over here. No, I always do this. I push the invite a guest instead button. Okay, here we go. Share the screen. Share the screen. And I want to go to Facebook. here we are. So you're going to be watching right alongside with me. And I think I'm going to make this big. Guys, look at Happy on Main. We've got a visitor right at our front door. Is it nice? Oh, my darling. I'm so sorry you're lost. This is what living in Dawson Creek, BC at the Mile Zero, Alaska is. Oh, look at, wow, those people just walked right by. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I wish there was a way to help them, right? Oh,
traffic or something. I'd want to start nudge the door just a little bit so to make him think he can back up and go walk elsewhere.
Hi, sweetie. Can you guys see that? I thought some of you might enjoy seeing this moose, this youngster. He's just right at our front door. What was that show, Northern? There was that popular show with the doctor, and it makes me think of that show. Oh, look at, oh my God, I feel like this is so spiritual.
I'm really tired.
Oh my God. Do you think he's thirsty?
Thirsty, yeah. Do you have like a dish you can
Yeah. Can you hold my phone? I'm going to go get some water.
Yeah, okay.
And oh my God, he's in distress.
Yeah. I don't know animal control number, like conservation or anything like that. Otherwise it would. Poor guy. Kneeling down, tired, thirsty. Holy. Oh, the sound of that truck's. Yeah, but he's still. Oh. I think so, yeah. That truck scared him off. Oh, shoot.
So that was great.
Oh, but he's not going far. He's just like around the edge of the building, the doorway.
Stop sharing. What do you guys think? Wasn't that incredible? I just could not believe it. Yeah. So here we go. Just going to downsize that a little bit. So I hope you enjoy that video. And for anyone watching it later that you're not local to our area in Dawson Creek, British Columbia, Canada, there you go. It's like living north of 60. I've had a moose trying to come in the store, which was just such a really cool event. Wow. I know. That's just loud, LOL. What do you mean, B? That's just loud. Is it too loud? Was it too loud, David? Okay. I bet you B was meant to type a different thing in, maybe. I don't know. B, let me know if I'm too loud. I'm just using my MacBook speaker, so I'm not sure. Oh, so a lot of our friends right now are going through people close to them fighting illnesses. I just had a visitor. Oh, she says when you played the moose video, it was loud. Okay. Yes, I'm really out of my element right now. So thank you, Corey. I guess, I'm not sure. It wasn't very loud on my end here, so it's just because I'm using a different system. But I just wanted to talk about that I've just been really aware recently that there's so many people that are fighting like serious illnesses right now in our sphere of people connected to us. And I especially want to just lift up Brittany. That's Jeremy's sister, and I would just like to ask for everyone to keep her in your prayers, and let's just bring up anyone else right now that's like battling a serious disease, and let's just throw them in there with our prayers for Brittany. And as well, my visitor who came late just before I was gonna close up for the day, we had a beautiful conversation about her own struggles with her family and the disease they're battling. Hi, Cindy. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, I just needed to say that, and that it's not easy, and I know that sometimes you could feel very alone, and I just want to extend like some helpful advice in regards to that, because it can feel like you're really alone, but it's so important that you reach out to people that you care and that you love. How come I can still hear something here? That might be better. I don't know what you can hear on your end. But just reach out to someone that you care, that's a good friend, because I really feel like oftentimes we just huddle down and we turtle up when we're going through something really tough. I know I tend to do that. I just try to do it myself. I try to just, you know, process everything and difficult things. I don't know where that comes from. It's definitely in my upbringing, where it's almost like an imposition. You don't want to bother anyone. It's like, I can do this. I'm capable. That's the word that keeps popping up for me. I'm capable of taking that on, and I'm not weak. But there is something beautiful about allowing a friend to help us and to give us a little bit of guidance and just a shoulder to lean on. So I feel like for most of us there is someone there. So it's really important to not forget about those people that are really close to us. When we're going through something, they want to be there for us. So you can give them the gift of just sharing, or asking them, you know, can you just hold my hand, or can you sit right here with me? I'm feeling lonely right now. You don't have to do a lot of talking, but if you can just let them know in whatever way that they can help, that'll be very helpful for you and for them. So yeah, just a special thought for all of those that are fighting a serious illness right now. I know there's many of us here that listen, and we'll be thinking about all those that we love, and we'll be having a special prayer this evening. So tonight's show is called 9 of Combustion, which is very interesting because we had 7 of Combustion last week. So this week is 9 of Combustion that we're going to do, and it's like an odd number again. And today I pointed something out to David because technically we've been open for 9 years, but it'll be 10 in October. So I always say we've been open for 10 years because we're nearly there. But my store was 9 years, and then I was filling out some paperwork today, and I said to David, "Oh, look at that. My identifying number is number 9." So he just thought that was funny. So tonight when I pulled the card and I said, "Oh, it's 9 of Combustions," he's like, 9. So 9 is popping up for me again. And 9, the year 9, it's shedding and changing. Yeah, old selves, dying to our old selves and coming back up brand new. So how did your long weekend go, everyone? I'm wondering if you got to enjoy it. It seemed like it was pretty okay out there. It was a little cool. Some days felt cooler than others. I don't think I would have wanted to be camping out there, but I'm sure lots of people had some great times anyhow. You just make the best of it, right? And I know there's a lot of diehards out there that camping May long weekend, Victoria weekend here in Canada, that is a must. That's tradition for a lot of people. And I'm one of those little wimps that says, yeah, there could be snow on the ground. I don't think so. It'll be too cold for me. But there is something cool about cuddling up and putting on layers of hoodies and pants and having a fire. And speaking of fires, we're already having fires out here. It's crazy. A lady who owns farmland said to me that she's already had some fires started on her property. And then I was talking to another woman here in town, and she told me that they've had 2 like what they're called burn piles. that just have reignited already. Like they reignited. They weren't doing anything near the burn piles, but they reignited, and literally they had to call the fire truck in on their rural property. She said thankfully a lot of people showed up to help around in the community, and a water truck. That is just so scary to me. Yikes. A wind just can pick up a fire and just spread it so very quickly. So yesterday I could hear the fire trucks just hauling, and they were driving like it was just, they went on and on, the alarm, and I could see them heading out towards the Bay Tree area. So it just makes me concerned, and we all need to be very careful out there. I know we get super excited. I know, at least for myself, I would get super excited about, raking in the bush and picking up all that deadfall, and it just feels good to be outside in your gumboots, and then you want to clean that refuse pile, right? You want to just have that fun fire, and you're thinking, I know we used to do hot dogs and buns and marshmallows over the fire, and there's just something so satisfying about looking at your work after you've raked an area and cleaned it all of the deadfall. But we ourselves had a very, very scary experience with a fire that was taking a little while to burn down, and I'd had a few years where things had always gone smoothly, and I got a little lax. And we went inside to have our lunch. I know, I'm probably hearing gas. You know where this conversation is going to go. And I think it was my son who looked out the window. Maybe it was David. I can't remember. But he just said, "What's that smoke over there?" And I'm telling you what, we've never ran so hard and worked so hard at putting a fire out, because it was just incredible how fast it was catching. And like those trees were just like the pine trees, so that sap, you could just hear it crackling, and it was like, and the wind would come and it would just gust and it would just keep catching, and it was just like, I just remember we were all gasping for air, but we knew we couldn't stop, and we were just hauling buckets from the dugout, and we really, really were terrified that we wouldn't get the fire out. We ended up doing it, but not without a price paid. I think my husband and I are pretty convinced that hurt his kidneys pretty badly that day, because, yeah, if you've ever felt like you're running for your life, that's kind of what was happening there. We were working as, like, our legs, I remember my legs were like jello. I couldn't feel them, but I was just willing them to keep running and keep grabbing water. It was so intense. Yeah. So I learned my lesson very well that day, and I have a very healthy respect for fire. I do love a good fire, but yeah, now I don't leave a fire unattended, and I'll be the first girl to go grab that bucket of water and make sure everything is put out. Yeah, so a lady was telling me too, speaking of fires, that I guess it was a practice, and I can kind of see it because I feel like I've seen that done as well in the past, but some people would light fires on a stump because they're trying to get rid of that stump right on their property, especially in the rural parts. They would light a fire and make sure the stump is in there. And what happens though is that fire apparently travels through the roots, and it can light another tree on fire wherever that root goes. It's insane, but it's true. It does that. And so, yeah, and it can burn all through the winter underground. Fires are a real thing. So I hope we're not in for a really tough summer, but it sure looks like we're already dealing with a lot of fires for this early in the year. And speaking of fires, I had no idea I was going to talk about fires so much. This is insane. So, should we read about our card here? 9 of Combustion. Like I said, because we were having audio difficulties here and the microphone wasn't working, I have no idea where this camera is going to point. So we're going to find out right now. I'm going to go into here. I haven't even added my camera. Share. All right. This feels like it's way far. You're going to get a view of my home and everything. We haven't moved everything back up to the studio. Dave is thinking it'll be too warm for me. So I'm just trying to wonder if I bring it up closer and like that. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit better anyway. So I'm going to share the camera right now and put it on so you can see it. There we go. Here's our card, 9 of Combustion right here. It looks very interesting and deep. When I pulled it out, I thought, whoa. So I'm going to spin this around because there you can see it. Bodicia's Tarot of Earthly Delights. That's the deck we use for every show. I pull a card out, and that determines the title of the show, as many of you know. So for anyone listening for the first time and wondering the significance and why we're talking about this card, it's because every show I pull a card out of this deck, and that is the title of our show. And we often find that it has a lot to do, it's relatable to what we're talking about in our conversation for this week. So I'm going to get my book while you admire this card. And let me fix that card up a little bit there. 9 of Combustions. I have had black teachers come and teach me in my dreams. And so when I pulled this card out, it really made me go, whoa. Because his skin is so startling dark in contrast with that apricot colored gown that he's wearing with the hood. And it just makes me think like this is a very spiritual card. Let's find out what, I want to look at it a little closer. 9 of Combustions. So I can see the picture. Here we go. Glasses are going up so I can see. Yeah, what do we got here? It's like you can see these spheres of light coming out of that opening. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 9 of Combustions. Am I miscounting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unless they're counting that other one as 9. Maybe the big opening of light is the 9th. So 9 spheres coming out of that eternal flame. That's kind of what I feel like. It's like divine wisdom. It's like his carpet is floating above the ground. And when you look at the ground, it gives you that feeling like he's somewhere like on the planet Mars, or like in a desert, definitely a desert area. You can see some bush and things behind him, but the earth is red. The earth is red here underneath his carpet, and he's floating. He's a guru. And then I can see here he's taken his slippers off. To me, it is something that I do. I always take, like right now, I could lift my foot up and I'm barefoot. So for me, anytime that I'm working and doing spiritual work, if I'm reading my tarot cards, those that have come for a reading, they will notice that I take my shoes off. I don't know where I got that idea from. It's something that's always been inside of me. You always take your shoes off before you do spiritual work. So this person here, to me, with his shoes off like that, is just showing, that he's in a reverent place right now. He's at a peaceful place. I feel like that word serenity that I was talking about earlier is going to come into play. And do you think that bowl right beside him is apricots? Because I called the color of his gown apricot, and now I see this bowl full of like little round fruit there that I'd almost say that's apricots. There's definitely like that red sunlight, that sunset kind of beautiful coloring that you can see throughout the photo. Like the colors are so warm. Well, let me put my glasses on for a minute so I can see what you guys, if you're saying anything. Jenna Jans is from Poos. Hey, Jenna, welcome, welcome. I thought maybe 9 is that big one. Yeah, me too, Alex. That's what I'm thinking. It must be, because I'm sure that's what they're referring to with all those spheres. Yeah, so I am going to, let's just dive right in and find out what this card represents for us this week. It says, a man with a stoic expression sits cross-legged on a floating carpet. He is wrapped in a tangerine robe with his slippers and a large bowl of oranges beside him. Oh, so they're oranges. He appears unperturbed, oh wow guys, by the volcano erupting behind him. Sulfurous clouds, rivers of lava, and 9 fireballs shoot from the caldera. Disaster threatens everything below the volcano. He understands the danger and accepts his peril. Holy, that's deep. Wow. So what I'm taking from this card is sometimes there is nothing you can do. It's just something that you have to endure and go through. You know, growth doesn't happen in the times only, you know, when it's convenient for us and comfortable for us. I really get the sense here for some, you're just being asked to accept the inevitable, but that it's not a permanency, right? We say that a lot on this show. No matter what you're going through, it's not the whole story. It's not going to be how you define yourself for the rest of your life based on this experience at this time. But I feel like there are some people watching that are really going to relate with this card. It's something like you can't avoid this. You can't avoid facing, I really feel like facing the destruction, the damage that's been done. This is part of what you need to do in order to move forward. There's this feeling of like taking your penance, taking the lashings, accepting. Wow, this is really deep. Let's see what they say for an interpretation. Hard work and a will of iron allow you to overcome enormous obstacles, perseverance, self-discipline, and fearlessness. So when you pull this card, I'm in your way. When you pull this card, it says you have achieved wisdom and self-discipline through challenging experiences. You will continue to need great inner strength and endurance for the time being. Keep doing what you're doing and you will live to thrive. So their interpretation of the card is saying that right now there's a lot of people that are finding life challenging. But that's okay, because without great sacrifice, what do they say? So it's just a time where you're really expected to get down there and get the work done, and it's not party time. Yeah, that's a neat, interesting reading. It's an interesting card. I agree. B says she's from Dawson Creek. Yay, girl. So let me put that back here. Interesting card. I feel like a lot of us can relate to times in our life where we've just had to buckle in, buckle down, and get it done. And there is no easy way out. It's interesting. That's reminding me of a gentleman that came in the store today, and on his total it said 1, 2, 3, and I think 40 or something. But I said I just mentioned to him, whenever I see that for me 1, 2, 3, it means this isn't a time to skip a step. We're to go through every phase without skipping a step. It's very important in order for us to get to the other side and have learned and taken all the wisdom that we need out of this experience. So no fast tracking. That's kind of what else I get for today. So thank you for indulging me with our card reading tonight. And it's 8:06, so I think we're just gonna start. I'm gonna change the banner here to read the tarot that we want. Hide. And let me put that message back on here so everyone can see it and have an opportunity. Here we go. Show. So what I have streaming on the bottom of the screen right there for you is the invitation to have a card reading. All you need to do is write TAROT in the comments, and you're automatically going to be added to the draw, and I will be pulling names to do readings, because what I've found in the past, it's just gotten to the point where the show is going too late. And so we're just going to start pulling a name out of the hat, and whoever's lucky enough, I'll keep drawing names, but that's all you need to do. Hey, Jenna, I'm just so glad that you put, yay, there we go, guys. Tarot it is. So I'm just going to remove this extra camera now because we don't need it. And there we go. So I'm going to get this out of the way. Well, I guess we do need it, don't we, David? We need it so everyone can see the cards I pull. OMG! I don't have my cards, David. They're in my purse still because of all the mic and stuff. Should I? Okay, I'm going to be right back. Oh, Dave's going to go get them. Dave's going to go get them for us. And then I'm going to start. Well, I guess while he's doing that, should we pull the first name? And I learned what happened last show when we were pulling. Oh, it's right here, sweetheart. My purse is just on the table there. When I was pulling names from the draw place, I was freezing up on the screen and we couldn't understand why, and I forgot I was supposed to share the screen. So here we go. We're going to share the screen. Thank you, hon. Perfect. We're going to be ready to go now. So share the screen. Yes, and we want to go to the giveaway tool. So we're going to share here. So don't forget, put TAROW, and here we go. We're drawing the first name for the first person to get a card reading. The cool thing with this is I won't have to worry that your name goes back in. Oh, MDez, look at that. You are winner number 1. You get the first, well, you'll get the second reading, MDez, because we have our lovely Janice, who always will kick off. She's our OG gal. So I'm going to come back into here, and we're going to just unshare for now. And MDez, you're going to be number 2. So sorry to confuse you there, MDez. I forgot our one of our OG ladies. I gave her the honorary first card reading every day, every time. So I felt like that would be a nice little gift to give her. So MDez, you are number 2. Okay, let's go. This is for my Janice girl. Number 1, Janice. MDez is next. All right. And there'll be more readings, so just continue if you're just joining us now to put that tarot word in the comments, and you'll be added to the names that are getting drawn. Okay, Janice. So, what I get here is there's like this delay happening on the outcome of a project. So there's something that you've been working on, but there's been a delay. It's not happened in the time that you expected it to. It's taking longer than what you wanted. And whatever this delay is, it has to do with I feel like, and I know your story so well, Janice, too, so I feel a little bit like I got a little cheat and an insight here. But I do sense that there's been a delay to something that is something in your, like that you create. And I can think of two things that you're delayed in right now. So there's definitely, Spirit is seeing that, and they're seeing that you're feeling very frustrated and slow because you're not able to make the progress you want to make. But it's almost like someone else shows up and they're going to help you. So I feel like there's some new information or some kind of assistance that's coming your way that's going to speed things up. I'm not sure what that looks like, but I want to let you know something is on its way. Either it's an opportunity, like it's going to change the circumstances in which you find yourself with this project and why it's taking so long, and it's about to take a positive turn where you're going to be able to get back on track and things are going to start to go more smoothly for you. So that's what I get for you. That's your reading. And now let's go to MDez, our winner, first card winner. Aw, thanks, B. I appreciate it. Janice deserves that. Aw, that's nice, Corey. I hear you two are starting to chat back and forth and getting along. The next time you're in town, we'll all have to get together. Janice would love that. Well, maybe you'll be able to make our dinner. I think it's June 11th that we're getting together. I'll have to look it up here for the next dinner that we're getting together. So MDez, just a minute. I feel like I need to pause for a moment. Okay. MDez, here we go, MDez. Ooh, here comes up again, the 7 of Cups. Wow. Okay, so MDez, I'm just seeing some like disharmony within the home. I'm seeing that resources are tight in some way, shape, or form. There's something that right now is constrained and is not as available to you as what it was, as plentiful for you. There's definitely like a feeling like it's almost like there was a like instead of a promotion, a demotion, but it's not based on your character or who you are. It just seems like there's cutbacks. I'm sensing that you've had some cutbacks happening, and I want you to know that you feel like this was unjustified and it's unfair and it's creating a hardship on you, MDez. I do see that justice is coming for you. It's interesting. I got the Justice card, so I'm seeing that it will even itself. Ooh, I'm really swirling. So you have a loved one that is making that so. MDez, whomever comes to your mind right now as I say that, they watch over you. And they can see that you're struggling with something. There's something that you're lacking and you need more of. Whatever that is that has been kind of squeezed and tightened on you and it's not as plentiful for you. I want you to know that your team upstairs, someone in particular, is watching over you, and they're going to ensure that you're looked after and that this gets taken care of. So that's really interesting. Yes, That's what I get for you, MDes. So hold on, there's hope. And David just reminded me, I'm telling you, I'm so off my game right now. At the stage, the camera, so you can see your cards. I hope that was helpful, MDes. And sometimes it's nice to know that whatever we're going through, we're not going through it alone, right? So MDes, for you, it's just offering you the compassion and the, like, a friend to lean on, saying, hey, I know that you're right now, things don't seem fair and they're a little bit tough right now, but just know that things are being looked after, and you will soon not feel that pinch so hard. So there, that's for you. So now we need to go and do another draw, right? So add to stage, and then I go to my giveaway tool, and we're gonna draw again. Hopefully you can see this. Let's go. Who gets the next reading? Woohoo! It's kind of fun to do this. Alex! Ninja! She's the next winner! Woohoo! Alex is reading number 3. So let's see what Alex gets for a reading. Now I go over here, and I remove, and off we go. Okay. So anyone who's joining us, please say, I'm just going to check Instagram too. Hi, DD Dazen. If you would like to be able to be part of the draw, just make sure that you go over to YouTube and find the channel Happy Thoughts with Claudette so that you can join into the chat. Or if you follow me on Facebook, Happy on Maine, there as well, I'll be able to see your comments. They're going to jump on, and then you can be entered into the draw. So just wanted to acknowledge you're watching and listening, and thank you so much. So here we go. Back over here. It's Alex. So Corey's not coming up till July. Gotcha. I figured it was later. I need a drink. Oh, there's nothing like bergamot tea. I love bergamot tea. Okay. One more, Alex. I feel it. Just one more shuffle for you. All right, here we go. Wants to open right here. All right. Oh. Alex is talking about some sort of big disappointment. And that caused you actually to have to redirect yourself into a new direction. Wow, that feels like what I wrote in the description for this show about having a big major redirection. I feel like for you that you've had to pivot. There's something that you'd been banking on, working out, a direction. Like, is this like a major thing that you were thinking, I got to take this off, I'm getting warm, that you felt like you were destined for, you felt like that's what you needed to do, and you've had something happened and that didn't work out. It's almost like I'm getting a feeling like it's almost like it was like a career path you were on and things got disrupted to the point where you even had to relocate. I see a relocation that they're acknowledging you had to do. And there's a little bit of grief there. You had hoped and had thought that you were going to end up in a different place in your life as far as your vocation, what you do for a living. I think that there was a little bit of having to, there was a dream that's been, they're saying to me, your dream has just been put on a shelf for now. But just because it's been put on a shelf doesn't mean that that's it and it's never going to happen. If there's anything I can tell you, Alex, is just never let the dream die. Never let the dream die. And it's tough, right? When we have to let something go that we really feel passionate about, or we think that's what we'd like to do. I feel like for you, it's going to come back later on is what they're saying. But right now, it just doesn't work with your highest and greatest timeline. So they are saying to you, they acknowledge, they can see that you were not happy about what transpired, but they're letting you know that this isn't the end of your story. Also, they want to say that you got so far with that, pursuing that, whatever that was that you were trying to achieve, and you've gotten some really interesting, good life lessons and skills. You've got some skills now that you would have never had you not pursued it as far as you did get to go, like how far you did get. And these skills contributed for you right now to help you in this moment in your life, which is serving its greatest and best purpose for you in the situation that you find yourself in now. So for you, Alex, they want to acknowledge that you feel like you've lost out on something, but let me assure you, there's going to be a time and a day much later in your future where you're going to get to revisit that. And you're going to be so grateful for the journey that led you there. And I'm sure you can already see some of the things that you had experienced that are helping you right now in this part of your journey. So like I said in the other reading, what we're doing right now and what we have as an experience right now is not our permanent label, right? We've got many, many chapters to our story of life. So there you go. I hope that was helpful for you, Alex. It's nice to know that they're watching and they know when we need to hear something reassuring. So there we go. Everybody ends up sacrificing things in our lives, right? For others that we love. I can see my little Sophie over there. I'm not showing you Sophie because I have to wait a year before I can give her a haircut. And right now she is just looking rough. I think she is so beautiful, but I think the rest of you might say, what kind of dog is that? So Sophie right now is waiting until she can do another debut with you all. That was a weird reading. It makes sense to me, but they jumbled it on purpose. Thank you. You're welcome, Alex. I'm so happy that made sense. It's interesting too what they want to bring out and talk to you about. So it could be something like it was just on your mind recently. Maybe you've been musing about it and thinking every now and then it kind of niggles at you. So they just wanted you to put that to rest. Don't worry about it. Trust that everything is happening exactly the way it needs to happen for you. Okay, so let's get back to the stage here so that we can draw another name. Did you put your name in? All you need to do is say tarot in the comments and it will put your name into the draw. So let's go, draw again. And it doesn't want to draw again. It's frozen, oh no. Choose a live stream. Shoot, guys. It's like it froze or I'm having so many technical difficulties. So tarot, hang on, guys. Oh, wow. Everyone is getting in there again. So good. Okay, so we're drawing names. I was worried everybody's names would be gone, but they weren't. Everyone's in here. So if we end up getting a double, I'll just pull you out. Okay, Alex, your name got drawn again. No, you can't win a second time. All right, let's draw again. Here we go. I apologize for this, guys. Technology is great, and then sometimes it's a little bit frustrating. Jocelyn! You're getting a reading. Yay! Let's do it. It's Jocelyn is next. So Jocelyn, you're getting reading number 4. Here we go. Let's see what's going on for Jocelyn. And how's your beautiful daughter doing? You guys are working together, I bet. Thank you for helping Mom get on the show so she can watch too. Let's do this because we don't need that screen right now. We just remove. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Feel like this one wanted to be there, and I can see right there. Okay. This is for Jocelyn. What do I see here for you, Jocelyn? I see some feeling of, you were feeling very stagnant and stuck for some time. And this was like kind of like the past. And you also had this feeling like, I just sensed that there was a sense where not only did you feel stagnant, but you also felt like, you know, some people say, well, that's as much money as I'll ever make in my life. Like, this is as good as it's ever going to get for me. They want to acknowledge and remind you of a time when you felt like this was it. This is as far as I go. I guess this is my story. There was a time in your life where you were really, you had just decided that you accepted your fate, and this was the life that you now had. But they also want to bring out and celebrate the fact that you rose above that, because everybody's lives have limitless possibilities. I really want everyone to grasp that watching this show. You are the one who's setting the limits on your own life. Anything is possible. Do you think the Creator has limits? I mean, look at our planet Earth, how it thrives, how it works. Scientists are still trying to figure out everything. There's parts of the world that haven't even been explored yet, like the ocean. So remind yourself, when you try to get in the way and say, this is as good as it gets, refuse that. Turn that off, that negative Nelly talk in your minds, and remind yourself, the possibilities are limitless for me, and I embrace all the wonderful things coming my way. So there you go. I want Jocelyn's messages for everyone, but also for her, in the sense that they want to congratulate you, Jocelyn, because you were able to move through that ceiling, bust through that false ceiling, and now you are in a place where you're feeling like quite optimistic about your future. You're feeling more fulfilled, and you are leaving this, you're going into this new phase of your life. Like, she has, which way do I go? Here's the camera. Do you see she's got the feather and the books? I see like the intellect, and we know you're in school. And I just feel like you are now getting to that point where you are entering into a new ceiling. And don't ever let that ceiling be like a really, really thin little sheet of ice that you can just poke through every time you want to move up. All right? Never stop moving up. I'm doing this because I'm thinking of the Jeffersons moving on up, moving on up. Okay, so that's for you, Jocelyn. I hope you found that useful. You are being celebrated by your team and those that love you from the other side, and they're saying, way to go, girl. We knew you could do it. Keep showing up and pushing yourself. That's beautiful. So let's see if we have any more tarot people. There we go. I don't see anything there. So we're going to go back. You're welcome, Jocelyn. So we're going to add back to the stage. I'm going to see if I can get this to go again. Draw winner. Yay! Let's see who gets a card reading next. Here we go. Here we go. Rhonda. Rhonda, you're probably so happy to have a reading. Congratulations, Rhonda. Let's see what comes out for you. Here we go. We're doing good, guys. 8:30. And with the amount of people that have written tarot in the comments, I think everyone's going to get their reading tonight. So if you're listening right now and you're feeling like hesitant, don't hesitate. Just do it. Put tarot in the comments If you're listening to Claudette Huber, my personal Facebook page, you're listening through that one, I can't see your comments there. So by typing tarot in the comments, it's not going to work. That is one of the only ones, including Instagram, that it won't register. So you need to move over to Happy on Main and then type in tarot there, and then you will get registered. So I'm just going to have a quick look here on Facebook just in case I can do this. I've never really tried. Let me go into your Claudette and see. I just don't want the sound to like go into. Oh, Alex, your comments are coming through. And you were listening on my private, so maybe they've changed it now. And they've allowed those comments to come through. That's excellent. Well, I'm going to just get rid of that screen then. That's awesome. I'm so glad to know that my personal page, they've allowed it now. So that's great. Okay, so Rhonda, let's get you going here. We're just going to remove this. And Rhonda, that's the one. Oh, no, this is the one. And then this is the one. Okay. Oh, isn't this interesting? I think that you're going to be how do you say, comforted with this reading, Rhonda, especially based on what we just spoke about just not too long ago. So for you, the Fool showed up. So it's just talking about blindly going into something without really understanding or having really planned out everything. And there is a sense of like naivety in this. And now this person is feeling like everything is going too fast. They're feeling like their world is just becoming like really intense. And there is a sense of like, how do I get through this? There is hope for this person, even though that they have been acting foolishly and they have been not understanding that they have loyal people in their lives. I see the dog down here at the Fool's feet. And to me, whenever I see a dog, it talks to me about loyalty, people that are there for you in times of trouble. So what I see here is someone that is not quite understanding that they have loyalty. They have people that love them to the nth degree, like they're ride or die kind of people in their lives. And right now they're feeling really much like they need to be saved from themselves. They feel like they're just like, it's very fiery. It's like they have the answer. Like they know what they need to do. I can see the little candle down below here, and there's a book down here. It's not that they don't understand what's happening in their world and how to navigate it. It's just that they just don't quite know how to put the practices in place. So it's like they've been told things, they've been schooled, and yet they're unsure about how to activate these things. There's just like this disconnect there. I see like it's one thing, like people learn in different ways, right? Like auditory listen, like a listener, or somebody's a visual learner. I feel like that is what's happening here a little bit, is the type of learning this person has not really been tapped into and explored to help this person navigate the intense feelings they're having right now. So I want you to know though, the final card, I feel like with the help, there's 3 key players that are going to be helping this person get through it. Because the good thing is, Rhonda, this card shows that they are going to be okay. They're going to champion this. So please don't lose heart. I see them triumphing over this hurdle that they're struggling with right now. And think about how helpful they will be to others once they champion this big place in their life. They are literally, just like I wrote at the beginning of the show in the description, I feel like this person is at a crossroads of their own. They could choose to not try again, or like they could just choose to not make the changes that are required of them. But I see them making those changes. They're not going to give up, and they're going to keep trying until they figure their way out of this fire, out of this intense fire burning of emotions that they're experiencing right now. So hold on, it's coming. They're going to figure it out, but I do see 3 key players to make this happen. So I'm not sure who those 3 people are. But the 3 daggers in the heart, but it's in reverse, says to me that those 3 people are going to help put her heart back together. Okay, that is for you, Rhonda. You must have needed that. So there you go. I hope that was helpful for you. Well, do we go back? Do we have any more people that want to have a card reading? I'm going to go back to the wall, the giveaway wall. Let's go in here, add to stage, so you can see me draw a name and draw again. Let's see who comes up. Oh, sorry, Roxy. Oh, it's you, little Sophie. Do you want to come up? Do you want to come up? Should we show what you look like right now? Oh, you're so cute. It's B. Hi, B. You're going to get a card reading. Yay. Let's do this. All right. We're going to remove. Congratulations, B. You are the next reading. All right. That's better for the people on the mobile. Now they can see my hands better. Yeah. There you go. That's much better. And thank you to everyone that is watching this show, even later on in the week. You know, I appreciate the support and you watching the show. Please let your friends know. And, you know, I get it. Sometimes life is busy and we're unable to watch the show live. And the great thing is, and we know you can always go on YouTube and watch it later on. And I see a lot of you do that. So thank you. I love you, and I'm so grateful for the support. Dave and I love doing the show, and we will, I promise you, get this microphone thing figured out. Here we go. For you, B. What do I see here? So B, there's definitely a feeling of someone that's carrying more of the burden than somebody else. There's like an inequality of carrying the burden. I keep hearing carrying the burden. So this 10 of Wands to me, when I look at this picture for you, it's telling me like there's still more to carry. There's still these bags here, but my hands are full. I'm holding on to all of this weight. And where are my people? Where's my friend, or where's my partner? Where's my kids? You know what I mean? Like there's a sense here of like feeling left alone with monumental tasks. And you hear that, I've only got 2 hands, I'm only one person. That's the sense I'm getting. And I'm feeling like there is somebody that in this situation, like I feel like for you, there's a feeling like there's not a reciprocal give and take, and even give and take right now. There's something in your life where you're feeling very much like your cup is empty. You're not getting what you need or that you desire. You're feeling a little bit like that quiet martyr that hasn't really shared where they're wanting more. You haven't really been forthcoming with your emotions or how you're really feeling deep down. and I sense that there's some craving for more of something. And I'm so sorry about that, because I know what that's like. I know how that feels. You're feeling very alone. And I want you to know, just like I said earlier, I think for you, you're going to find your cup becoming full as you get out and start, I feel like you need a sense of community. And I know you have a sense of community, but I need to see you getting out, going out for coffee with friends, joining them for something. If you are being invited somewhere to take part in an activity, it would be extremely helpful for you right now. You need to get out of your head. They're saying, I just heard that earlier today too, your head can be your worst enemy sometimes, those thoughts. And sometimes we don't realize it, but our thoughts are not healthy. They're the thoughts that we have based on how we were raised and what we had for experiences. And I feel like in your case, something is preventing you from letting go, and letting go with love. Like, the thing is where's my piece of paper? I did write something down here that I wanted to share with you guys, and it didn't feel like the right time, so I didn't do it, but I feel like it is now. There it is. This is my message. Can you see that? It does not affect me. Your mood is not my mood. Your mood is not my mood. So I feel like for you, I'm just getting this sense of like, you need to surround yourself with people that are going to elevate you right now. Don't get bogged down. If you start feeling the energy's heavy around you, and you know what I mean by energy, it just doesn't feel uplifting. It doesn't feel loving and happy. Maybe someone's in a sour mood, or someone is talking about politics too much. Get out. Remove yourself. Give yourself a nice spray. You must have a smudge spray or something. You need that fresh air blowing through your hair. And just always choose the lighter side of the road, right? So for you, they really want to see you shake this feeling, because you actually are going to find that you're needed somewhere that you didn't realize. There is like this group of people that you're going to be able to contribute to, and it's really going to help shake you out of this feeling of like, all I do is work, and I feel like I'm not getting anything in reciprocation or appreciation, and everything's falling on my shoulders kind of feeling. By going and getting out there and exploring and joining a group, I don't know what this group will be, but like I feel like a crafters group of some sort. I feel like you're going to find your people, and you're also going to find this new direction that you're needing in your life. There's something where you need to feel like you're doing something where you feel fulfilled. All right, that is for you, B. I hope that was useful for you. That one went a little longer. I'm just feeling like I had to really talk there. So how are we doing for time? We are good. We got time. Let's see. Let's see who else gets a reading, hey? I'm going to go back in to the giveaway tool. We're going to add this to the stage. This is how we got to do it. Oh, now it's stopped. Okay, let's do this. Is there anyone that I missed? I think that's it. So, let me see. Des, Alex got one. Jenna didn't get one. Jenna, your name was in here. Jenna, would you like a reading? I feel like you did ask to have a reading. I had to restart it, and for some reason now my giveaway tool doesn't want to spin again. So, it just went like a dud. So, I'm going to say stop sharing. And at this point, guys, if there's anyone watching that wants a reading, you can just say, I'd like a reading. Good night, Des. You are welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah, I'm going to get this card reading for Jenna. Let's go, Jenna. You are next. Man, I always get super hot when I'm doing readings. You are the last name. Okay. It's a smaller group tonight, but I think it's because I didn't get to let people know it was coming on because we were dealing with that microphone. Okay. What is Jenna's story here? Jenna, I feel like you've lost your footing somehow. They're pointing out that you've lost your independence in some way, like you're not as self-sufficient as you were. And yeah, there was an opportunity that was taken away from you. This is the second reading where I feel like you lost out on something. You had hoped for. There's something that you were really looking forward to, and this actually would have meant that you would have had to travel. Like there was like some kind of a really good opportunity, but there is something like I feel like you weren't aware of all of the pieces in that were like spinning, all the spheres that were spinning in this situation. And what you didn't realize, there was somebody that had someone's ear. They were able to, ooh, I'm really swirling. So I really am feeling this. I can totally feel this. This is super strong. Whoever protects you and watches over you, Jenna, they are really saying and clamoring this for real. There was someone that interfered with what was supposed to be yours. Whatever that is, there was an opportunity coming your way, and you feel like you were denied. I see you, Corey. I will definitely get you in next. So I'm really sorry. That just sucks. I want to say more, but I can't. But Jenna, yeah, it's awful when people will twist and manipulate others for their benefit. And I definitely see something happened here that wasn't fair for you. But I want to reassure you, and they are watching over you upstairs because they are very busy and really adamant right now as I'm talking to you. Don't worry. This is going to get taken care of in a different way. And even though you missed out on this opportunity, they've got something bigger cooking for you. So don't dwell on what you lost, okay? That's what they really want you to think about right now. Quit giving that thought. You know what? You don't need to worry about justice. Just move forward. You know, I always tell people, like, I like to live my life with blinders on, like I'm a horse in a race. And the only person I'm racing against is myself. How fast can I go? How hard can I go? What am I doing for me and my family? So I feel like for you, don't let this distraction, because that's all it is. It's a distraction, but it is also not what's going to define your life going forward. You have something bigger cooking that's going to come your way. You have a new opportunity that's going to be presenting itself, and you will look back at this missed opportunity and think, wow, and to think I was disappointed about that. So that is for you, Jenna. I hope that was useful for you. These readings feel different tonight. I feel different tonight. Oh, that's my dog with her squeak toy if you hear her. Okay. All right. We've got Corey next, if Corey wants a reading, and then anybody else, I probably can squeeze one more or two more in before I have to call it a night. You're welcome, B. I hope you found that useful. Corey, you're number 7. Here we go. We'll do this one instead. Just change it up. And I think I should take that banner out because we're not doing the giveaway anymore, so I'm going to hide that. There. I need a bigger screen. Everything is kind of blurry for me when I look up. Okay, here we go, Corey. Please tell me you have no snow in Calgary. OMG, I can't believe you guys. I can't believe you guys definitely got the bad end. you're so matter-of-fact about it, too. You keep saying, it'll melt, which it will. Yeah. Okay. So, what do we have for you? Let's see here. So I am seeing that there was something that you were waiting on. Like I feel almost like it's not a promotion as much as it was like a supplement of some sort, like something like a small raise, or I don't even know if it's a raise, but some sort of supplemental income of some sort that was coming your way. I do feel like it has to do with where you work. And snow is all gone, Corey says. Good. And then I see here that there was a stall on it. I keep hearing the word it's been stalled. Not that it's not going to happen for you, but that it's been stalled. I keep hearing summer. So I think this isn't going to get resolved, and it's not going to happen until in the summer. Oh, so the sick, I feel like for you, something that you've been looking forward to, it's not that it's going to not happen, but bureaucracy, for better term, like lack of term, better terms, it's just I see that there's a stall here. So over the summer, nothing is really going to be happening. It's going to go stagnant. But then I feel like in the fall, late summer, fall, there's going to be something that happens, and I feel like it's almost like a political happening, like something is going to accelerate, and then it's going to, everyone is really going to get going and want to get this moving again. So there's something that everyone is almost ready at the end of the year, right? In your line of work, I feel like they're just like, everyone's just ready for June to be over, right? So I feel like there's something that's now being delayed, and no one's really going to look at it over summer holidays, but very late summer to fall, beginning of fall, I see like an acceleration, and all of a sudden emails are going to start flying in, and people are going to be on fire about making sure that this compensation happens. So rest assured that it will come. There's just a delay. Okay, many changes with staffing at work. You know better than me what this means. It's just like there's some sort of like stuff that's just gonna kind of just gonna be put on the back burner, but rest assured it's all gonna stir up again late summer, and you're gonna be happy about the changes then. Okay, that's for you, Corey. And I want to see what Jenna said here in the comments. There are 2 letdowns that have been ruminating. Letting go has been a very slow process, like trying to wash off big gobs of sap stuck to me. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jenna. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I could see it in your cards, but you know what they said. You have something bigger and better coming your way. And I know that can be hard to hear when you're in the middle of missing something, but it really helps me. It really helps me move on and like start looking forward to something every day, knowing that as much as my heart thought that I wanted that and I felt like I wanted that, I really trust in my guides and my angels that they're going to bring me exactly what's highest and greatest for me. So we have to believe that everything happens exactly the way it's happening. And that's a karmic thing too, right? Someone interfering in your life like that and putting undue stress to sway someone's decision into a negative way towards you, like those kinds of things, trust me, that's created like some bad karma in that person's life. You should be just worried about your own life. So whomever meddled in yours, it's not gone unseen. It's not gone unseen. Well, 8:55. 8:55. What do we got? Anybody want a last card before I shut it down? Here, while we're looking and seeing. You're welcome, Corey. You're welcome. Let's put that there. I have a banner here with all the details that I want to show you guys. So don't forget, everybody who listens to the show, Happy Chatter's Diner, our dinner. Sorry, I need this so badly. There we go. So the dinner that we've set for June is the 11th at Sola's, and it starts at 5:30. So I hope everyone can join us. Everyone, of course, is responsible for their own plate, but we get together. Sometimes I pull cards. We have great conversation. We had a wonderful dinner last month here in May. I guess we're still in May, so that was a great visit, and we had a nice turnout, and I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to join us on June 11th. So this is an open invitation to anyone who listens to the show that can make it. If you're local, or if maybe you're going to be traveling through and it's going to work out perfect for you. The roads are great now, so if you're listening from Grand Prairie or somewhere nearby, Spirit River, maybe make it a fun road trip with your girlfriends that all listen to the show, and you can come together and come sit with us, and we can all see each other face to face. It's always so much fun. So let me have a look here in comments before I close out the show. I don't see any more, so I think we are good to go. We're going to close up early. Again, my apologies for this mic not working. I want to wish you guys a great week, and do not forget, when you're picking up on a feeling or someone's walked into the room and they're in a bad mood, that isn't yours. You don't need to carry it. It's not your responsibility. You don't need to have to try to make the room feel better. All you need to do is worry about you. They are responsible for themselves, and they need to look after themselves. It's not your job to mother or fuss over them. They are adults who look after themselves, and they need to learn how to do that on their own. You're not doing them any favors by feeding into their pity party or their anger party or whatever it is. Just go live your life full throttle ahead, and always asking yourself, is this mine? Because your mood does not affect my mood, right? Okay, let's listen to our wonderful song, and I will see you all next Wednesday. Where's my song? Over here.
Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found.